evening out targets across the receiving core. When a guy has as many over the last couple of games as JD has, why does that happen, and then how do you go about balancing it out?
Most of it is game plan, because going into a game, you don't know what the tendency or the course of the game is going to be. So it's hard to determine or predict exactly who you're going to throw to the most. But in terms of the game plan, what plays you like the most going into the game, what plays you feel really good about, what plays that you're going to emphasize, is a way that you can kind of monitor or determine what way the targets are going to go.
Is it kind of the same way then with DP then?
To some degree. Like I said, we haven't necessarily went into a game saying we're going to target so-and-so X amount of times. Like I said, it just kind of goes by how the course of the game is going, the game plan and the circumstance.
What has it been about JD that he's been able to, I guess, kind of get his usage rate up a little higher in these last few games?
Just like I said, just the matchup, the circumstance, the defense that they might be in, and then what Tanner sees. A lot of it is based on his decision. If he reads the play out to Tazzy, then a lot of it has to do with that too. So there's a combination of factors that goes into it.
Will Tajay make a bigger impact, I think, in the second half of the season?
I'm not sure. We'll see. I mean, he has a chance to, but I can't say one way or the other.
What does he need to do, or is it more just about DP playing well in front of him?
No, it's not really about any of the two. It's just, when it's coming his way, that'll be the time. It's not necessarily, he's not doing anything wrong or right. It's just the way the game's going.
I was just thinking about how it was at Purdue where DeBorde suffered that kind of freak, tough injury. Just the way he's fought the last couple of years to get to where he is now, contributing as a senior. What has he shown you with that?
He's grown up. Guys don't stay the same. I say that all the time in college football. Guys don't stay the same. You can't just just put a label or determine what type of player a guy's going to be just based on 1 year. He's grown up through maturity and through circumstance. So he's dedicated himself to becoming a better player in the classroom, and he's bringing it to the field. So I would attribute most of it to that.
Coach Charlie talked about kind of this being a self-evaluation week with the bye, getting that extra time for you guys in your position. What does that extra time maybe allow you to do?
Just go back and go over the good and the bad, and really get in depth with why either one was so. Go back into the mistakes and really get in depth into what caused that mistake. What were you thinking? What could you have done better on the route? What were you thinking pre-snap? And then you also go into what you did right and show that as a comparison to maybe the mistakes and do more of that than the other.
Can you share any prevailing lesson that you guys came away with from doing that?
Not nothing that you wouldn't already be thinking about. Just the technique, basically a lot of the technique and your mindset going into the play is what we talked about more. Is just pre-snap reading the coverage, letting your pre-snap information help you in your route. Think about the coverage more as it pertains to your route, the depth, circumstance, down and distance, things like that.
How is the team's morale right now, in your opinion?
I think it's good. We're anxious to play the game. We've been off, like Coach Riley just talked about. Today was a high energy, so just take it. Stack good practices up for the week. Get ready to play.
Thanks,
No problem.